sloppy work. I mean, I'd get scolded by Ryoshu. Hey, welcome back to more Limbus Company. I'm SlayerMathis. Last time we did a bunch of unimportant fights, and this time we continue on with a red line. Dun dun dun. Alright, then. Care to give us an explanation, Shren? Shren blinked looks at Dongwei, her face won as if she spread out on how to make expressions. It's when you join their side. You really are something. You don't even act surprised. Funny that we brought back to life without the ampules, huh? Since the plan, it's not fair! Why don't you do all you volunteered to follow the laboratory? You told me this. 3 of my coworkers died. 5 of us died in the attack. 3 of them were casualties the Technology Liberation Line suffered. Oh, and I checked your network history too. What? You allowed to do that? So they keep telling you. It takes a full day and night after to name all the benefits of best employee. That stupid best tripe again. I saw you exchange tons of mails with any financials left. What was it about? You wouldn't reply to a single one I sent asking to go grab coffee together. I just suppose your perspective ran a lot ever since you joined. Your passport said as Missy Ran. How about that? Wait, is this all true? I don't understand. K-Corp's Research Institute's the best workplace to gas force and scientists. Stable job, cares about employees' well-being, has a limelight at the academy. Why'd you turn on your back on and collude with those terrorists? I saw his research with the promise of the future. Got a long way to go with this compared to Dongran, but still. Yeah, Shren, why don't you say it yourself? When did you decide to collude with them? The tears wouldn't stop. You know what that means, right? I couldn't hear the rest of what Shren tried to say. At first, it looked like a thin red line was drawn on her body. Then we realized it wasn't just a line. Hey, Shren? Cut clean in half. Fluid splashed from the separate hemispheres of her brain as if to convey that regeneration ampules won't heal this. Shut your mouth and keep still. Don't even breathe. People who slew Shren along with the wall behind her without leaving even their footsteps be heard were fixed insanely treading shadows. Yeah, inanely treading shadows. I'll give you the honor of being called Fits. Fixers who work like that would belong to She Association. Position fixers that exclusively take assassination requests. They must look like ones we could easily fight and defeat. Depends on how much they were paid and what section they're from, but in this case, the only Ryoshu was able to pick up hints of their presence. They most certainly wouldn't be amateurs from 5 or 6. Miss Shren, why? Gone already. You ever clicked your tongue and complained about the assassin's retreat? I couldn't hear or see them at all. How ridiculous, total no conflict. Senior researcher ran with Shren's mentor when she first joined the firm. It looks like the bond lasted much longer than I thought. See, Dante, you were peers working for the same firm. There's still collusion, fraternity, betrayal, division, connivance. It happens to any group of people. It's an inescapable cycle. Not sure there's any point in telling you this. Say, how much do you trust your sinners? I'm sorry, what? You know virtually nothing about them, do you? Looks like how I couldn't know everything about Shren. Am I wrong? You don't even know which one has the history with me. I do like that scene. It's very short. Very short of a Shren, but not bad. Yeah, and I'll still take the 40 for the lunacy. It's like we're almost there. Sense the golden bower resonating nearby. It appears we're nearing the target location. That's good. Photos and awards, I'll still be there. Classified research documents as well, Mr. Dongran. Yusung picks up an ampule Shren dropped on the floor and carefully examines it. How can you? You don't have to pick it up. It's the same. It's regeneration ampule. It's similar by to the same as the decay ampules that forcibly administered to Mr. Ishmael and the earlier scalpel stream K-Corp as well as an invading machine. It's what is called serial code. The string of numbers categorized ampules. The one that starts with an O or regional. Why am I explaining this again? Regional. It takes one to the decay ampule and checks to Mr. Ishmael. So it's just that its essence are different from that of the regeneration ampule. This series of regeneration ampules is, well, how do I say it? It's an undiluted solution. It's not exactly like the commercially available ones. What are you thinking right now? Nothing. When you first recognized me, you chose the chickens of captivity. Not suffice to give your visitors a cursory tour yet. You insisted on showing your personal laboratory. You're right. I don't know about the others, but I want you to see what the demonstrable proof of my success. I'm so sad, though. You probably had plenty of time to express your joy in reuniting with the old friend of yours. It is my fault that I no longer have companions by my side. You haven't changed. You always enjoyed keeping precious things in bottles and watching them. And you were intent on releasing and showing them. This thou say companions? I must say, Yi-san, many reunions without companions do await thee on this journey. And an expedition past the, one wearing a tinted eyewear that confronts thee. Ah, we had a reunion to celebrate. Oh, you're being so detached with me. I'm troubling for you, though. There's have to be another you have to face. What do you mean? I thought everyone had made their escape thanks to snitching. I suppose that wasn't the case. Someone walks in, exuding a suffocatingly thick scent of flowers. Holding bright golden branch in her hand, an object now familiar to me. She had a worn monochrome photograph in her other hand. It's a fine photograph. Only one of the shot remains in the world now. So many old friends, now one to greet me with delight. Won't you give me that picture back to me? It may not look like it, but it's a cherished treasure of mine. Mrs. Dongman, you shouldn't get closer, it's dangerous. All troops do not carelessly approach it. The golden bowl may be destroyed. I agree with it. Faust will come up with a way to retrieve it in no time. Why do we keep running into problems our good opponent can't solve? It's not infuriating. One yells and shouts with their own golden mind. Ugh. Regardless of the noise, the person with the golden bell steadily walks this way, instead of going for Dongman. It became a fragrant smell. It made me feel as if the ground was sinking. She plunged the golden bow in her hand into Yi-sang's chest, and Yi-sang collapses on the ground. I didn't think you'd end up choosing him before my eyes. Yi-sang! You can have this back. That photograph is nothing more than taxidermy moment. Even while drenched in blood, the golden bow still glows, contrasting the golden dazzle. The faded monochrome photograph slowly falls to the floor. Ooh, one thing I will say, so obviously, Kanto 4 is obviously the one that I think is the one with, I don't think it's the worst Kanto, but it's the one that has the most obvious problems. The music is not that. I love Kanto 4's music. Thinking back to those days, I felt as though I had been afloat all the time then. Yes, I was enduring life, the feeling of flying in the sky. Thus I had been living, without knowing for certain if I truly had wings, or probably mere half-wit. Yi-san, did you stay up all night working on your research again? I keep telling you, skipping sleep will get you killed. Something else? Remember how do you forget to eat or sleep when you got into something? It can't be helped, Dongbaek. So what do you plan to show us at the Illuminators Conference? Can't have a look forward to something you've been working on tirelessly in your room. This time, I've made something I call the mirror. That's what has always remained unclear. Unsure if I regret that day, or reminisce it fondly. Yi-sang, you alright? Yi-sang's eyes slowly opened. Their lives are so easily light, so easily recoverable. I see. You reversed my death, as you always do. A flash of light burst out of the golden bower as it pierced his chest, blinding everyone for a moment. And Dongbaek had disappeared in the meantime. The smiles of the people in the photograph made at each other were nowhere to be seen now. And Dongrang cast his eyes with emptiness, viewing the situation we got into. I'm sure Dongbag's plan was to stab me. Shren and Ren probably told that I brought help from the outside. She didn't know that Yi-sang would be one of them. Ah, so you brought Yi-sang here on purpose. Asked me if I invited him as a meet shield, knowing I'd be ambushed. As excellent as my ability to predict courses of events is, I am no prophet. Either way, things went in our favor, so I was clearly with the intent to kill. You can't be serious. That colleague of ours just got stabbed to death for your boss and talking like everything went well. It's not our responsibility to compensate for any injuries, is it? There's left psychological scars if you demand compensation, but please note the procedures will be rather complex. My problem is how you're describing this whole... Leave the matter there. I do not feel an ounce of pain, so we have no need to pursue this matter further. When we turn the clock, every consequence is reversed. Torn clothing, bloodied stains, even the smallest scars are undone. But that doesn't make the cause of those damages something that never happened. Which is why I have to ask. Are you sure you're okay, Yi-sang? Yi-sang shut down my last attempt to acquire with a simple yes, so I couldn't try again until now. But that man named Gubo had no problem raising his weapon against Yi-sang while claiming to be his compatriot. I see. You must have been rather curious. This time you didn't seem to have any intent to dodge my question. I was once part of an organization named the League of Nine. Gubo, Dongrang, and Dongbak, the one who stabbed me in the chest. Those faces you have seen were members of it as well, Manager. However, it disbanded and scattered one day. Each of us was flown away into our own path. That was all there was to it. What? Feels like your story's missing a ton of details, you know? You broke up because things happened, now you're pointing out at each other? Like, is that it? Maybe they were never friends at all. In no more than a moment. I believe my testimony to be apt for the time, as transient as that. He started talking a lot. We hadn't turned into a chatterbox just yet, but I had the feeling that he'd soon become more talkative. I was reminded of Faust mentioning once that he was never really the quiet sort. Are you really sure you're okay, Yusan? I have always been okay. If that was his true nature, then this might not be a bad thing. So my feeling says that I should care for his well-being. From your recent memory, have you had any particularly happy or painful moments or something like that? You're devoting an unusual degree of attention to me today. What does not please me? I'll even ask, your demeanor is quite unlike the usual. If I were to choose one, the happiest moment of occasion in recent memory will be when we held an Illuminators conference. The most hopeless one would be at the forest, when I first met you. The very moment my life was doomed when I was certain that it ended there. Another such moment is now. I'm once again realizing that this regeneration is ever so flawless, unchanging. I hope that saves your curiosity. Now, should we not be on our way? I see a long road ahead of us. As he walked ahead, I can almost see it. Although the wound was perfectly erased, there was still a hole in his chest, wide open, with no signs of mending. I end up forgetting a lot about Canto 4 just because of how long it is. But I love the wording that they have on that one. Just like how it's like the prose of it is so good. Oh dear. Seems the radio communication provides installed in this branch. His phone was intensely vibrating as though the call set it on fire. I understand, I'll turn it right away. The laboratory has been raided again. Apparently more terrorists this time on a fiercer offensive than before. Scorched earlier was a stretch to keep us here. This could be easily prevented if it weren't for your collusion. I was lashed out of frustration. It does feel rather strange. It's for someone going through the Lobotomy Corp branch without facing a single abnormality. That's true. As we did see, we're resting still in their eggs. Those bound from tech liberation or whatever must have got some way to put abnormalities in their eggs out left in their hand, huh? Though we will have to see the details with our own eyes. They really have the technology to avert abnormalities to their inactive forms. They certainly possess the technologies to achieve more. Well, sounds like we gotta look out, Dongrang, bud. I'm as fast as I want to say all this stuff for nothing, you know? It'll work out somehow. Our group in K-Corp's most successful researcher, and better yet, two of the greatest geniuses in the city. Again, like, in terms of how much, you know, little bites of lunacy, like, hell yeah, I'll fucking take it. But still would like if it was not so much. As we got back to the lab, we could see a panic-struck employees run before Dongrang and Sancho. Mr. Dongrang, a moment, please. You've all turned pale. Pardon me for a moment. The situation looks pretty tense. It's kind of after staying here like this. I ran into the lobby murmuring meaningless things to myself. Then I just scrolled to a shelf. What manner of books are these? The pictures glitter brightly! Sounding a merry hum, she picked up a storybook. Peeked at the book she opened. Yisang also turned his gaze toward the book, possibly bothered by something about it. Soon a golden haze unfolded. Once upon a time, when everyone had their heads down and eyes fixed on the ground, there was a person who looked up to the sky. In their eyes were twinkling stars. The nameless stars no one else would look at. The person gave them names and made up stories for them as they liked. Stories are like skeins of thread without an end. They're drawn and woven together in an effort to find meaning from the meaninglessness. All kinds of stories in the world, happy and sad, circled in the night sky. And one day the person's family fell deeply sick, their life nearing its end. Like any other day, the person spoke into the sky about the grief they felt. And then, a droplet of water fell on the person's head. Looking at the person found the constellation talking to them. Dear person who named me and gave me a story, thanks to you I was cast onto the land and pushed by the flow of time, feeling the world in full. Did you know that stars can grant wishes? The tears I shed will clear you of pain. Afterward, a rain fell into the world for a day and a half. Everyone caught in the rain was all healed up. The person's ill family recovered their health too. Since then, the person and their family, as well as all the residents of the city, have looked up to the sky and talked about their happiness every night. Explains it. And the Nest K has a custom of walking outside with an umbrella to stand on the night of rain every certain month of the year. Don't tell me, am I alone on this again? None of you checked out the pamphlet guide to K-Corp's Nest and back somehow? No one? Oh, that thing? I use mine to pack some bugs, so I gotta get a new one. Does this look like time to be joking around, Roja? Roja looked like she was joking up, but Ishmael seemed unaware of it. By the way, that story feels similar to what Regeneration does, doesn't it? That rain that restores you to health? Yeah, so you're trying to say it was made from rain dropped by stars? Wasn't it nanobots and not water stuff in the first place? What do you think, Faust? I'm a woman of science. I prefer judgment based on facts over metaphors. This so-called analysis and interpretation of stars and clouds might be an area you sound more familiar with. He's a researcher like me, but we're not quite the same. We'd better hurry. This situation seems pretty serious. The man should storm all the way into the rooms where experiments are conducted at this time. This place does not seem too peaceful for such a dire predicament. I see nary a man running away! Does appear there's been an evacuation order. As we witnessed last time, it's not the first one to occur this week. You might be worried they're evacuating again because we're up to 70-hour work week policy. Working this kind of place is not easy, huh? I don't get it. How is this attack possible? It seemed like a structure that allowed intruders to sneak into the room undetected. We're running short of time, so I'll explain as we go. Object. Do we want a reason why we should go with? Object. That's object. There's one reason why we should go with you. Indeed, the contract has been fulfilled. That's true, but as much as I want to give about you, it's been taken before our eyes. Precious. Is this really right? Hey, what does the contract exactly say? I couldn't say. I'm not all too knowledgeable when it comes to legal matters. Instead of arguing back as usual, Samjo suddenly got busy wiping his glasses. S.A. Samjo, she wants answers. S.A. Samjo, she said she'll say it this time. Wrong. I said something right now. It's an emergency! We should go upstairs quickly! It's very long for an hour, Roshu. I'm just hungry, huh? I swear it. Samjo urgently sent us upstairs. My weather was clean and calm an hour ago. His battle turned into complete mayhem, filled with screams of fleeing people. Except was crying, clinging to someone who appeared to be a Liberation Alliance member. Help me! Mr. Dogberg, save me! My staff member is begging for help. Wouldn't you consider letting him go? Tell you just want, I'll give it to you. Plan to go out for a staff dinner tomorrow in the restaurant where upstairs such delicious meat. Rather unfortunate if the smell of wings tomorrow came from this insects at a funeral instead of being on a grill. Wouldn't you agree? Intelligence? You have no need for it. Walking around now. I'm doing robots did the fight for you, Wimps. You have no need to put in your robots either. I see plenty of useful looking ones here. Trying to... Project-sized terrorists. Targets in all parts. Remember by a wide margin. I'm a little unfair, but it seems we won't have any trouble beating them. Miss Rand's expertise was in hijacking machines. She was more experienced in hacking than fighting. Welcome. Here at K-Corp, we value your safety above all else. Whoops. For everyone's safety, deserters attempting to flee from the battle will be injected with the PA ampule according to regulatory rules. The ampule will be launched through the 120 meter radius of the combat area, or 49 meters away from the perimeter. Shoot. If you do not attack the enemy within the next 5 seconds, the decay ampule will be administered according to regulatory rules. You have 4 seconds remaining. Wait, we're the enemy now? I've got no choice. Why? I don't want to get hit by the decay ampule, I want to live. Current status, Missouri's detective, all status screen. We stand in line for regeneration ampule. I see. When your live stars sound like what we do. Please press to engage. Got it. In a way, I do kind of feel bad for these schlubs being pushed on by the machines, but well. Such is life. I just skipped through all 3 of these. If I remember, I'll try to, like, I don't know, just, like, cut in the end of the each one. I don't know, though. Think about what I said about you being sprung on swims. Suppose you didn't run away while we were scrapping. So dead now. But you look at swords like using others made its talent. Fair point. Which is why we brought something new from the Limbus branch. They got their own ego suits, is what they're going into. Hello, Talisman, and sloshing. Oh boy, fucking the sloshing. The sloshing enemies aren't, like, anything notable, but sloshing Ishmael is one of the worst IDs in the game. It's so bad. I think it's the only thing that has incentivized Clash Lose effects. There are some other Clash Lose effects. Spice Bush's Skill 3 has a Clash Lose that you lose 20 sanity. But like sloshing Ishmael has things Clash Lose in order to get like any of her effects. It's awful. It's so bad. Hey, isn't something off about this? Does he got something you just keep on all the time or use whenever like that? I didn't know you could do that. I don't know, he goes in some kind of magic tool. It's a lot of work just keeping my center from tumbling over. Besides, didn't someone say all those people who used to be lab workers? What's possible for them to use the ego better than we do? It's now a matter of proficiency of battle. It's for them to employ some other trick. There was one possibility in mind. They reduced having launched an elevate form and figured out a way to materialize their ego the way the Limbus Corporation did. In other words, repeatedly researching the conditions of corrosion and training themselves to pressing it, using the clear interference made by the golden bow. It could be possible to use ego well without being affected by corrosion, even after a short period. What they're using are tools, compressed and repressed into general utility. Does that mean the Laundry Corps did the same? Yes. Rather than fixtures, regular employees were given the ego to work with. Of course, what we have right now isn't refined, is what the wing used to have. Wait, hold on. You're saying that they can do with the help of Golden Bell's deterrence power, that means it's nearby. Must be. Well, with Dongbag, who has it in their hands. Now help question the security of this facility. We know the terrorists freely roaming your building. Not once has their presence been reported. As much as I like to object, I don't have much I can say. I don't expect them to break in so easily. And now your Liberation Alliance, formed by former researchers of renowned firms, after all. I see. So there are villains of bright minds, but I must wonder, can individuals of bright minds turn to villainy? What a bewildering conundrum. Don't fascinate you. They were so wise when they quit their enviable jobs at large firms to devour a terrorist organization in the first place. Maybe it wasn't the life they wanted. Nonsense. You must work your 70-hour days. Weeks, whatever, fucking... Regardless, that will do it for this time. Next time, we might be getting to a boss fight. I do not know what number that fight actually, no, we almost certainly will not. So I think that is 4-50, maybe 52. This can't is too fucking long. Regardless, that'll do it for this time. But until next time, see you guys later.